All right, Tiger sports fans, we are going to shift gears, and now it is time to talk about the boys powerlifting team as part of our 2018 season preview. Once again, we're here with head coach Joe Alex Adame and with our state qualifier from last year, Jorge Cavazos. George, I told you I'm going to pick on you a little bit. Last year, when Lauren won state, you looked at me and said, you know what? Let her have hers because next year it's mine.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. How much have you worked towards trying to achieve that goal and bring a state championship on the boys' side?
Since the beginning of the season, our football season just ended. We've been working pretty hard. I've been working pretty hard. Especially I needed to focus on deadlift. I know that, and that's what I did in the first week. These past few weeks, I've just been working to get stronger in every aspect, bench, deadlift, and squat. So it's just a matter of focusing on the specifics on what I'm weak on to compensate for what I'm strong on and reach that goal.
You know, most people would be excited about going to state and just doing what you did. You weren't happy with it. You told me I could have done better and I should have done better.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do to improve on that to get better and not let that happen again?
Oh, just focus on technique. Again, especially on my deadlift. That's what got me out of state. That's what got me out of qualifying at the end of the meet. And it's just working on that technique to ensure that I do get that last lift in.
You told me this year goals are set high. You're not only looking to win state, you're looking to bust records and break records. Is that still the goal, or have you brought any new ones in?
Oh no, those are still the goals. Of course, those are always going to be the goals. It's always gonna be to leave my mark, and those are still what I have set, and those are still the ones I need to reach.
You know, Coach, looking at George, he reminds me of a male version of Lauren. You know, Lauren was the type of girl that she didn't say much, but when she got there, she just had that look. She had that awe, you know, and that. You know, kind of like that aura that nothing or nobody's going to stop me.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same way George is. So do you see a lot of traits that he has similar to what Lauren had?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. I think it can be attributed to also, like I said, the success that she had last year. It carried on. You know, like I said, we're individual goals are always there, but the team goal is always more important. I believe during football season, George as well he'd be after practice, he'd be lifting. Before practice, he'd be lifting. So it was nonstop. Summer as well. As soon as the season was over last year, end of March, beginning of April, from then on, it's been on, and that's been his goal. And I told him last year at the end of the meet, I said, look, by the time you know it, we're going to be here again, and the goal's still mine, and you'll be all right.
Being as hungry as he is, do you have to kind of sometimes put on the rope and say, slow down a little bit? Because he gets overly excited, and I see it, and I saw it last year, and you say, hey, George, calm down, man. Do you have to do that with him?
At times, like I said, this sport's a different sport. It's a mindset, and you could have a great week of practice. You could have a great season, but when you're under the lights on regional meet, state meet, you have to perform. So having that right mindset level head, clear mind, and for me as a coach, to be able to get them there, to be able to be all right. Hey, calm down. You'll be all right. We're gonna get this. That sometimes it has to happen. For the most part, he's good. I trust him, and I trust all my guys. And that's a conversation I have with him before the meets. Yeah. I trust you. You know your weights. You know what you got to do. Let's go ahead and get after it. And if I see him, hey, calm down. We'll be all right. Yeah. Breathe, You
know, last year a lot of the talk was the girls, and it was expected. You had a lot of experience on the girls' side. The boys' side was kind of in a transition phase. Mm-hmm. Now, this year, how many returners do you have back on the boys' side? I know he's your leader, mm-hmm. he's your guy, but how many do you have coming back, and who could follow in his footsteps?
Well, we have some young guys coming up. I got a sophomore, Aubrey Elizondo. He'll be a super heavyweight, I believe. He did it last year as a freshman. He kind of took off with it and he didn't realize how strong he was, so he put on the suit and he actually competed. Danny Melendez is another one who's going to be coming back, depending as well. He had some bumps and bruises during football season. He's got to fully recover from that. For the most part, about 6 or 8 returners. We got some new guys coming in. Got some freshmen, some sophomores they're going to try it out for the first time. Because these guys are going to be gone eventually, and I got to set that tone again.
Who are some of the young guys under the radar? We talked about on the girls' side some of the young up and comers. Who are some of the boys that you think could surprise some people?
Like I said, the sophomore I have Aubrey. There you go. Aubrey Elizondo too. He's an offensive lineman as well, so he knows what the expectations are. Everything you do in powerlifting, for the most part, you get your football players. It transcends to the football field as well. So it's a nonstop thing, and it helps, and it's going to help. And they're seeing that. A lot of these guys are seeing the help with the transition from the weight room to the football field come fall.
There you go. We talked about how tough the girls' region is. I think the boys is just as bad.
Oh, definitely.
So being that you've got kind of a young group coming in. Obviously, on the girls' side, with the experience you have, and not trying to say anything bad about the boys, but their expectations are stated as a team. You've got 2 girls that have been there, George being really the lone guy on the boys side. So what are your expectations for the boys, and what is it that you want them to do? Are you looking for them to get a taste of what it's like at the regional meet, maybe have a couple breakthrough and get to state? Or what are you looking at?
Well, obviously that's the goal. We always want the team as a whole to have the success, because we all share it. You know, whether it's one person or whether it's a team, we're all share the success. Everyone builds off of that. I would like to take a couple of kids, a couple of guys, especially the young ones. That way they can see what it is. Just so they get, once you get a taste for it, you see what it is, you see the competition, not only from here in the valley, but in the region, and then at the state level, you say, oh wow, and you realize how much the sport has grown and how competitive it is, not just here in the valley, but like I said, throughout the state. And yeah, I want for these guys to see that. I want them to understand that there is a goal that you have to work for, and the way you get to that goal is through hard work and dedication. And I think George is a prime example of that.
George is a senior. This is it. This is do or die. There's no tomorrow, as they say. From looking at all of your 3 lifts, what is the one lift you're focusing on the most, or what you said technique?
Yeah.
But of all the lifts, which is your strongest one, and which is the one you've put more time into in order to achieve that state championship goal?
Right now, I'm really focusing on legs. Like, my squat is probably my strong suit. So right now, I am focusing a lot on that, and also just deadlift. I need to bring that up.
Kind of joking around, the girls have the bragging rights right now.
Yeah, they do.
You know, bragging rights, the fact that you've got 2 other girls that are looking to win state, and you know, the boys are trying to knock on the door. So does that pump you up even more to say, hey man, you know what, like, don't be disrespecting us, you know, like, we got a guy over here that do. So does that fire you up a little bit? It's the competition, even though it's on the girl side, does it fire you up even more and make some inner competition within the school?
Yeah, like although we are a team, we do have the girl side and the boys side, and both of them tell me stuff and I'll tell them stuff, and we just get each other motivated. We get each other pumped up. Our little rivalries to see who can go further, and that's what does pump us up.
Coach, last question, pretty much the same one I asked you on the girl side. First meet is this weekend. Yes. You know, the Ed Couch Invitational. Seeing that you've got some young guys, and like you said, you've got Danny coming back with bumps and bruises. What is it that you're looking for in this first meet and going forward? What is it that you're trying to do to get them to progress?
What I tell these guys, and with the conversations I have with them, we go into the meets, is like, this first meet, I don't want them to be, don't set high expectations. Just let's see where we're at and see where we got to work. You know, you don't need to break records the first meet. You don't got to be peaking right now. You obviously want to have a high total, but at the same time you don't want to push it. You don't want to peak too early in the season. You got to be peaking come regionals, come state, because that's where you're going to surprise some people. That's where you're going to throw up your numbers 20 30 pounds, and your last lift is going to come down whether you're going to win gold or not. Not the first meet. The first meet is just going to get your feet wet, understand what it is, and then not only for these kids but for the younger kids as well, the new ones, to get that experience with them.
There you go, George. I am going to put a challenge on you. I expect you to finally get the Lauren Aldape name out of my mouth, the state champ. And let's switch that to Jorge Cavazos this year. What do you say? Let's win a state championship.
Let's win a state championship.
Right. Coach, we need one on the boys' side. What do you say? Let's get it done.
That's a plan, brother.
There you go. All right, guys. Good luck to you. Remember, once again, tigersports.us. Let's follow George, follow the boys on their quest to winning a state championship, and also seeing the progression of this boys program as the season goes on. Guys, good luck to you, and we'll see you this Saturday.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.